he has inherited a bizarre experiment called Guantanamo Bay. The Bush Justice Department gave very bad advice to the president. Go to Cuba. The Constitution doesn't apply, the treaties don't apply, the laws don't apply, and the federal judges don't reach you. All of that was found to be wrong. Because the Constitution protects persons, it doesn't distinguish guilty or innocent, alien or citizen, those who wish us well, those who wish us ill. It protects everyone in the custody of the government. The Constitution has to be applied, and that's what I heard the president say this morning.
She's going to get confirmed. Get out of the way of the truck.
But if they do that, then the core of the GOP says you're selling out, you're weak, you don't stand up for our values.
Core of the GOP has to understand that they will remain not only the core, but the only part of the apple.
They don't understand that. Have you listened to talk radio lately? Have you seen the right-wing internet sites?
Yeah.
The core conservative person, some of them are watching right now, does not understand that the GOP is shrinking and needs to expand.
Story that has been circulating around newspapers and conservative blogs that President Obama is going out of his way to close Republican-owned dealerships needs to be addressed. Looking at preliminary data, it seems that a disproportionate number of dealerships are in fact owned by Republicans. So it's not that I blame anybody for being suspicious of this government or the last government. But it does look like this story is totally wrong because they're not targeting Republicans.
If you belong to an organization called La Raza, in this case, it's a Latino KKK without the hoods or the nooses. The logo for La Raza is all for the race, nothing for the rest.
Actually, the motto, the mission of the National Council of La Raza is strengthening America by promoting the advancement of Latino families. It's also the largest national Hispanic civil rights and advocacy organization in the United States.
So, Carol, we hear the term activist judge a lot lately. What exactly does it mean?
Those who use the phrase argue activist judges are dangerous because they legislate from the bench. A too liberal court, he says, will pick and choose which laws it doesn't like and find a way to change their meaning or throw them out. If that's the case, then how to explain the court under Chief Justices Rehnquist and Roberts? Both are conservative, and under their leadership, experts say the High Court overturned about 65 state or federal laws. That's more than were overturned in the previous liberal-led courts. In 1954, many accused activist judges of wrongly overturning state laws in Brown versus Board of Education on the grounds school segregation violated the U.S. Constitution. Today, those judges aren't considered evil activist judges, but wise men.
My head is going to explode if we don't point out the context of what she said about the Hispanic woman. She said it at a conference in Southern California having to do with history, the history of the judiciary, and the fact that Felix Frankfurter and Cardozo never issued a ruling in favor of women in terms of affirmative action and equality during their stay on the bench. And she likened it off of a comment that Sandra Day O'Connor had said a wise woman's decision will be the same as a wise man's decision. She then said, not necessarily true. Given my circumstances, given who I am, might it not be possible if a Hispanic woman would say something, you know, that smart, that might be, than
that is a totally different understanding of it. Court of Appeals is where policy is made. And I know this is on tape, and I should never say that because we don't make law, I know.
Wasn't she kind of stating the obvious?
Yeah, she was. I mean, in law school, that's what we learned. You don't go out and legislate from the bench, but that is where legal policy is made. The district courts, for the most part, decide controversies and based on the facts, and then the Court of Appeals sits back and strokes their chin and says, wait a minute, what's the best legal policy?
But pundits came out and said,
among other things about the current administration, Gingrich was particularly irked at then-candidate Barack Obama's speech in Berlin, where he called himself a citizen of the world, while other presidents, from Reagan to Kennedy, have said the same thing.
And you know, Catherine, for the second time in as many weeks, a crime scene reminds me of a memo which you broke on the Fox Report from the government warning, look out for crazy extremists out there about to go do weirdness, and here we are. They were warning us for a reason. not about something political or social or anything else, except they see signs that this sort of thing is bubbling up. It was a warning to us all, and it appears now that they were right.
Liz Cheney has made more than 25 media appearances in the past 3 weeks. She told CNN recently that her crusade is to tell the truth about the Obama administration.
We've now seen several different occasions when he's been on these international trips when he's not been willing to say flat out, you know, I believe in American exceptionalism.
Hey, Liz, listen to what President Obama said in France back in April.
I believe in American exceptionalism.
That's right. He said it. It was even live on television. Facts are important. The truth is important.